you who I'll probably never see again, although I'd be happy to have lunch with you and really tell you what 40 years of experience has taught me that could help me. Very simply put, you got off to a bad start, of course, with the birth control thing. I just thought I'd pass on some history. The social Darwinism and the eugenics movement of the early 1900s has led to the unfortunate fact that 60% of all black children in New York City are killed before they're born. And so I think that that kind of reference brings up some very bad feelings. You might want to look at that. But the other thing I might want to touch on with you is much more deeply rooted in my soul as a teacher. The parents who left here, unfortunately, this was for them, you've been treated very poorly, you've been scammed and treated like fools. About 10 years ago, there was a vouchers program, that's one word we haven't heard tonight, a vouchers program proposed by the Republican Party, which of course we know the teachers union, which does not love me too much either, and the Democratic leadership in the city had to quash. So to make sure the minority parents dare not think of anything Republican, they proposed these idiotic small schools about 10 years ago. I was on the panel that chose the first 6. And I pointed out their fallacies and failures back then, nearly 10 years ago. And this co-siting, all this other insanity. It was to make sure that minority parents had no interest in voucher programs. So let's make sure we understand the history here. That's where the small school movement came from. We created institutes, academies, this, that, all kinds of things to make the parents feel they're going to Dalton, Horace Mann, Spencer, someplace else. But the fact of the matter is, this is a business move, okay? Follow the money, they say. But now you ride the back of the tiger, you're going to be eaten, and you're going to get eaten sooner or later. Now the same folks who all got jobs as APs and principals. In my school, we now have 5 principals, 20 assistant principals in a building that used to have 1 principal and about 8 for the same number of kids. It's poor management. So folks, let's follow the ball. You're being played for suckers and fools fighting each other when the real name of this game is something else. Look where the money is, folks. Now, the bloom is off the Bloomberg. All of you guys that think you're going to get jobs from the man, he's on the way out. So let's look for the future. Thank you very much, and Ms. Black, I'd be happy to have lunch with you someday. Bye.